She's always had that ability to get to the cup and finish through contact, but she's added a new element to her game this season. Ohio State in that pump fake. They have to respect it. She can get to the basket easier, and she has enough vision to be able to hit.
We go here in Columbus, Ohio, as the Buckeyes win the tip. Goes all the way to the corner. Having control of it is Theory, back out to Cambridge. Rebound.
They're known for that physicality and aggression on the defensive end, and that's why they force so many turnovers.
Ohio State, 30.
And not numbers you really ever hear about for any team, and just overall on the season, their fourth defensive end, you'd understand.
Allie Becky will look inside. Foul call, travel.
Steps, and they got to keep feeding her the rock, though, Micah. Her confidence in scoring inside is crucial for this space. She needs to shoot it. Shot about 63% from the floor last season.
Pass a little bit too far. Right there to get it is.
And Petty just swarmed on that double team and on the interior, and it makes sense. She was someone who was really a force.
Seconds not to be able to get past the midline. Ohio State's defense looking good so far.
Already forced a couple of turnovers, and
back outside for Chance Gray. Her shot is good.
She is a sharpshooter, Micah. Hit 9 threes, tying. What a big addition for Ohio State.
What a job by Chance Gray. 43% from beyond the no good. A rebound, and that's good by Elise Stuck.
And the rebounding numbers for Ball State aren't the craziest, but they're very. Allie Becky getting her hands dirty and forcing the turnover. It didn't lead to points, but it was a productive play.
Cody McMahon, her triple. Clangs off. He has Cambridge on her. We'll go all the way to the corner for Austin by Petty. Here comes Cambridge all the way down the floor. Gets the contact.
That one was just a touch too strong for the freshman.
And Cambridge just so fast. If she has an opening, she's gone. Cambridge 81% from the free throw line. Both of these against Ohio State.
It's going to be tough against the Buckeyes. They're a team that is really good.
Job by Ball State to get it past half court.
As a team, Ball State has been struggling from deep like we talked about in the open, but if anyone is going to be shooting those shots, it should be Austin.
Man. And Connor, what do you got to do? Ball State has had struggles so far, just getting it.
Move themselves. Just like that, Austin getting out of the backcourt quickly.
Kiefer slings it out to Becky. The way is Chance Gray, and one. The bucket is good.
How she plays on that end right there, just taking it and taking it in.
Converts the and one and gives Ohio. As Becky will pass it back to Kiefer. Will go all the way across. Just not able to find Malia John.
They don't have anybody in the actual forecourt able to receive these passes.
The tough shot is get in the paint, has some tough defense, gets the screen. Go all the way outside to Theory, back, no good, rebound Ohio State's Taylor Theory. Chance Gray gets the screen, look all the way inside to Petty, beautiful team.
They're gonna look to very, very often.
There'll be a timeout on the floor as the Ohio State Buckeyes. The challenge. We talked to head coach Brady Sally, talked about he takes one game at a time, and they love the challenge.
Set with the Cardinals.
And they've done a great job with that standard so far this season. The bucket is good.
Nice, easy shot in the paint for your teammate. That's very efficient basketball.
Cody McMahon gets blocked by Ohio State, and the Buckeyes have possession.
Jelani Cambridge getting the hand up. Lemila, what a big addition with the height she brings on the interior.
Gray swings it to Cambridge. Back over to Gray.
Defense we've talked about for Ball State. Zuri Ransom, the freshman, getting all over the ball. Did commit a foul, but I'm sure that's a play. She still got her hands dirty, got in the play, and is making the effort.
Inbound to Watson, shot is good.
Earlier this season.
Look all the way inside, and that'll be good for Malia Johnson.
And what a feat.
Green swings it to McMahon. Rebound by MJ Johnson. Shot, no good, clangs off the back. Ohio State looking to go quickly, loses possession, double dribble.
And walk with it.
Ebony Walker checks into the game for Cody McMahon. Swings it over to Watson. Go all the way back over. Looking. Swings it over to Ransom. Her shot no good.
Closer.
Ebony Walker with the offensive rebound. Green gives it up. Shot is no good, but the hustle play by Ball State as they'll keep possession.
They're just scoring drought for the past couple of minutes. They've been playing really well on both ends as this game has gone on.
Ball State struggling to bounce pass to Stuck. Swings it over to Austin. Austin with the shot. Watson will set things up for the Buckeyes. Green comes from the corner, dribbling it all the way around.
Really nice possession for the Buckeyes. They never stop moving. Everybody off the ball is relocating.
Watson.
Buckeyes out number 5, Ava Watson.
And so far, Connor,
So she's been active on the defensive end, which makes sense given that all-defense status last year, but the points will come.
Green.
Between Lemila and Green, they've had nice chemistry early on this season.
Tessa Towers with the screen. One-on-one, takes it all the way to the block, and it'll be a foul on Kingery.
Kingery, the freshman.
Watson gives Ohio State a 16-point lead.
That was the label on Watson coming out of high school. A great shooter from everywhere, especially the charity stripe.
That will they're on a 6-0 run as we head to the second quarter.
But no, they're fun. I like being in my class. We learn a lot, we talk about a lot, and that's what my favorite place to be.
A 16-point lead over the Ball State Cardinals. Connor Shue, Micah Flagg, Jayla Fanhorn with you.
Forced 6 turnovers so far, and they've been sharing the rock too. 7 assists as a team already, winning the rebounding battle as
Ohio State 5, Ball State 6. We talked about it with Brady Saley. Something he talked about they had to do was ball control. Becky with the ball in the corner. Swings it all the way over to Stuck. Drives in, the shot is good.
First, as a Cardinal, she has been incredible for them. Missed the last game against Davidson, but otherwise has played.
Player. Ball State converts the and one, trailing by 13.
Athlete, just breakneck speed. So hard to keep up with her in transition.
Cambridge looking to do it again. No good.
It's all game. Ball State has been able to get in the transition, and they can thrive there, Micah.
Rebound, but Kingery able to secure it. Swings it to Kiefer.
Finish those if you're Ball State.
Cambridge all the way out for McMahon, then back to Theory. That one's
Where to be at all times, boxing out under the basket. Just has a penchant for grabbing those rebounds.
looks inside for Stuck. There'll be a jump ball in possession of Ohio State.
It's like Elise Stuck, just very sharp defense from a veteran.
Gray swings it back to Cambridge. Then out to Watson, corner
In there and tried to tip the rebound back to herself, and I think Petty already had position, so to take advantage of a situation like this.
Kiefer out to Kingery, back out to Johnson. Johnson with the open look, takes it again.
Move in the paint after some really good ball movement by the Cardinals on that possession.
Cody McMahon.
Advantage. They got to break the press again, of course, but whenever Ohio State makes a mistake, they need to pounce.
It'll be last touched by Bolden as she slides to the floor.
Some great hustle.
Assists, Connor, when Ohio State, the Buckeyes dish out 20 or more assists in a game, and 72 times they. So far, they have done that as Cambridge looked inside for Petty. Out to Austin. Swings it to Johnson.
Wasn't really enough room for her to toss that back in.
Ohio State a 13-point lead over the Ball State Cardinals, and Ball's
number 2 team in the MAC as well, and lost to Kent State in the MAC tournament and went to the women's basketball tournament. They're a very talented squad that has the firepower, has the
23, 22, and 21, won 20 games. But Brady for great defense by the Buckeyes.
They were all over Kiefer on that end line, and
McMahon at the top, no good. Rebound by Theory.
The basket on the nice reverse scoop. Nifty move.
Becky charges in. Austin now over to Kingery. Looks inside for Kiefer. 8 seconds on the shot. State Buckeyes lead 32-15 against Ball State. We'll be right back. Turnovers in the last 4 minutes. Asia Penny has been a force to reckon with in terms.
Yeah, guys, Ohio State made a lot of moves this offseason, but the biggest was the addition of graduate forward Asia Penny, who addressed one Kevin McGuff was bluntly honest. He said he knew if his team needed to make a deep playoff run, that issue needed to be addressed. And all that in the win against Old Dominion, she had 24 points, grabbed 11 boards, and again, there's no doubt that she's really helped this ball on the season so far, looking to make it 9 wins here tonight against this Ball State team. Back to you guys.
Go in the second quarter. Asia Penny, Connor, 4 rebounds already tonight. A couple. Cambridge guarded by Becky. Looking inside for Petty. Found by Kiefer.
Ball State's doing a good job at forcing Cambridge into tough shot. Really something you want if you're Ohio State.
But the defense has clamped down in the last 4.5 minutes. Cardinals have turned it over. Taylor Theory drives it in. Foul called on Kiefer.
That right arm around to properly finish the drive, and therefore will shoot 2.
Both of these.
Yeah, 1 3-pointer between the 2 teams is not necessarily what you'd expect. You look at Ohio State, shooting about 34% from deep, a solid mark, and Ball State only about.
Johnson gives it to Becky. Becky with the step back. No good. Cambridge hands it off to McMahon. Now back to Cambridge. As Ohio State will lose. Just keeping those arms up. A travel called against the Buckeyes.
And that's the thing. Asia, job on her so far, and overall against the Buckeyes, at least beyond the arc, but still have allowed 32.
It's a little too high for Stock, still in control.
Looking for would have been massive to have that first 3 fall through, but Unfortunately for the Cardinals, that shot was good enough defensively to be able to break things up.
Lemila hands it off to Green. Hey. Gray with the deep three. That one's good off the back. That one is good by Haley Smith. To the cutter, Watson loses possession. To go inside to Johnson, but just too far sailed past her head.
Looked like they weren't really on the same page.
Would be at the other block. Gray gets
tonight for Becky, but got caught reaching that time, and that's what happens. A little too aggressive on that defensive end, and she knew it.
Inbound to Theory, over for Watson. Her shot is good. Back-to-back threes for the Buckeyes. Green has it. Watson, the side step three, no good. Rebound by Theory. Green will drive inside. Doesn't draw the foul. Rebound for number 23, Zuri Ransom, but threw it a little bit behind her.
Yeah, but that one bounced right off her hands, Micah. You can't really have that. And you can understand.
A 10-second difference. Taylor Theory looks to go in. Foul called. Be on Madison.
Beat off the dribble, so tried to gamble for the steal and couldn't.
Yeah, Coach, almost everyone who's touched the floor.
And I thought we had a lot of empty possessions.
And Ava Watson, she's come off the bench, giving you guys the spark. A quick 7 points from her. What are you liking from her so far?
You know, I thought our start was great, and when we got a lead, we got really complacent. We took quick shots, and our effort in defense went down, so we got to get it back together.
Perfect. Success that they had in that first half, shooting 45% from the field. And then
force turnovers, make the opponent uncomfortable on the offensive side of the ball, and that's exactly what they did on defense.
They had season highs in turnovers forced against Utah State in 36, and they had very effective.
And I think that's the big thing. Ohio State, not only do they force those turnovers, but like you just mentioned, in the nation, and we've seen that in action very often tonight.
Ohio State, Team Ohio State ranked 8th in the coaches poll, 11th in the AP poll.
First conference game coming against a very solid Illini team. A lot of veterans on that squad.
Look at Toledo, Bowling Green. A lot of opportunities to make a name for yourself in the Theory. Ball State comes up with it.
Really strong rebound by Stuck, just ripping it away.
Looks inside. Johnson gets the second chance opportunity. Puts it in.
Slight defense.
Ohio State up by 16. Cambridge loses.
Check out on the replay, just a quick collision between Kiefer and McMahon.
Ohio State back in there. Gray had a hand on it. Travel called. Ball State turns it over. Great job by Asia Petty with the stutter step.
Again, a great move. We talked about the touch on her floater earlier in this game, and she showed.
Ohio State, like you talked about, Connor, they are 6th nationally in turnovers forced. Her second triple of the night.
Hasn't missed one yet. Chance so far in the scarlet and gray.
Kiefer, possession of it. Thought maybe she was going to get set a little bit quicker in the corner.
Yeah, and still, it's up. You're still in this game regardless, but it could be much closer.
McMahon and the turnaround jumper, no good.
And was able to finish quickly as she got out there in front of the defense, and that's how you create those extra points.
One. Ohio State able to get the ball. It'll be jump ball in clean.
It looked like it from our angle, but Ball goes to Ohio State.
Has it at the top of the key. Her jumper is good. Chance Gray, 5 points so far. Now Taylor Theory takes advantage. Wide open lane. She gets it home.
It's that pressure again, Micah. Over Ball State near midcourt, and Taylor Theory, a ball hawk on the defensive end, forcing the turn.
One lucky winner will be selected at the end of the month. All right, fans, turn your attention now to the award. It's time to play Family Feud. What do you think?
Ohio State a 21-point advantage with under 6.5 minutes to go in
Game, guys, she was making an impact. Aja Petty talked about basically how even though McMahon was sidelined, she was still the most vocal leader on the team. Came from a different perspective, which was very helpful for her because she never really spent much time out of collegiate basketball with an injury like this. So again, that's back on their side here tonight against this Ball State team. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jayla Coding. She has to do, and she has done a great job since coming back. 25 points in her.
One of the more longer tenured players on this team, and she's the star. She's a leader.
Johnson takes it inside. Brings it to Theory. Cambridge looking inside. Shot is good by
State, and she has done that at a great level.
And a steal by Cambridge. She pushes down the court.
All after the block, still down.
Cambridge grabbing at that right shoulder. Sub in for Cambridge. Inbound pass to Gray. Her shot is good. Chance Gray, perfect from the floor.
She has been a revelation on the offensive end.
Can she make it 7 for 7? Clangs off the rim. Rebound by Keith. Rebound by Johnson. It'll be a foul on Petty.
Was trying to and on the call.
Be a timeout on the 51-26 advantage. Ball State struggling from beyond the arc. 1 for 12, 8.
Arc all season, shooting about 28%, but 1 for 12. They've had a good handful of open looks that stick with teams like Ohio State.
Ball State, 4 turnovers in the last 4. Out to Kiefer. Foul call. Chance Gray picks up the foul. Just a little bit of a shove against Johnson. Travel on Austin.
And that was an opportunity right there where maybe you could have drawn some free throws.
21 turnovers now for Ball State. They came into this game struggling a little bit. 15.5 turnovers again.
Cody McMahon in the paint. Kiefer got her in the hands. Tried to get ball, but it's tough when she's trying to. A couple of days ago said the way she's been practicing, it's been as hard as ever, and it's been tough. She's been tasked with
They'll be in possession of Ohio State. The shot waved off.
And that time Kingery just stepped on the baseline with the back of her foot. And again, it's all about that court awareness.
McMahon looks inside for Petty. Theory, the cutter. Her reverse is good. 14-2 run for Ohio State over the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Petty at the elbow. Spin move. The up and under is good. What a
technician.
Kingery's triple is good. The second three-pointer made for Petty against Johnson, and it's just not fair. Back
last year at Kentucky, and how she's close to those averages this year with Ohio.
To the line, and that's a name we have not said a lot, Connor. 0 for 4, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. 2 assists.
So when that happens, it's just really tough to generate offense.
Leading the way for Ball State is Malia Johnson with a...
Ball State, one of their leading scorers, probably the best shooter on the team. She's inactive along with Alex Richards. So a couple of big...
A lot for this team, averaging 5.5 points, 3.5 boards.
And she has been incredible coming into the rotation this year after redshirting her, what would have been her true sophomore season. This couple of years, Ricky Harris was a big presence on the defensive end for them. She's kind of filled that role after she transferred to Dayton in her graduate season.
Minute and a half remaining in the third quarter.
Confidence increasing with her every single time she takes a shot. She's a very talented scorer of the basketball. And
Ava Watson. That one just too far past the outstretch. Ball State down by 29 points. That one is good by Becky. Her
basket, and was able to ward off the defender with that off shoulder.
Lemila
But was a little out of position into the restricted area, so 2 free throws.
A foul called on number 55, Ebony.
She'll get free throws.
This is the first. Stuck. 78% free throw shooter coming into tonight. We'll drain this clock. Just about 9 seconds separating the two. Gray. That one no good. Walker with the rebound. She gets it up, and Ohio State takes a command.
Up the miss, doing the dirty work, and getting that second opportunity to go.
Ohio State, 6 of their 33-point lead, 6 of their last 7 have gone in. Micah Flack, 3-point line now, 43% from beyond the arc.
And they hit 3 of 4 in the third quarter, which was big.
And Kingery makes it the third triple of the night for the Ball State Cardinals. Walker swings it over to Watson.
Height to the lineup and making her presence felt inside.
Looking inside, kickball violation. More games in the month of December. Ball State will have another road game. Northern Kentucky, Ohio State, 2 more home games against
Stanford, who's always a great team, always in the top 25, currently receiving votes, but
brutal. Gray with the corner 3. That's in.
And in only 24 minutes of play, just an incredibly efficient scorer with the Buckeyes. And
Gray again with it. Switch January schedule, Connor. You got Michigan, Oregon, Wisconsin, Penn State, Maryland, Nebraska. Maryland's ranked. Michigan's right and harder.
It absolutely has, in the Big Ten, always one of the better conferences in women's basketball, and frankly,
as deep. Shot by Kingery. Amila.
Madison Green, a pass-first type of player, but
Kiefer. Back inside. Foul. Allie, Becky, and Haley Smith check into the game.
Number 2, MJ Johnson, that's her first. Keep on number 1.
Amila out to Watson. Back to Gray.
and has the foot speed to be able to beat her defender off the dribble to that left side. Full bag of tricks for her.
Kiefer with 153 total blocks. The record before that, 152, which is staying. Becky, outside, you just gotta make the catch. Even if it's a tough one, it bounced off her hands. That's something Johnson has to reel in.
Gets you up to a number like 24, which is the amount of times Ball State has given it up.
under half of. Becky out to Kiefer. Gray, have to go quickly here. 2 seconds, 1, Gray the 3, no good. Rebound, Kiefer, the floor as we will go to break. The Buckeyes lead 76-42.
Said they've only played one game this season with everyone healthy, but said still they have to meet the expectations and play to their standard if they're looking to win the MAC tournament.
Ohio State comes out with the ball. Spot up shot by Watson is good. And they sit in fourth. Some very good teams in front of them. Toledo, Miami of Ohio, and Buffalo. A lot of parity in the MAC.
Time in the conference so far, and he said that's the parity. And like you said, so many different teams.
And you just look at this MAC teams. BG, another very good team. You go 5-6 deep, who could win?
Ohio State got a chance to play them early on in this year, and I think that speaks to how good Ohio State is, because not only
MAC opponents. Becky drives inside, loses possession, gets a hold of it. We're calling.
I think she just started her movement before her dribble and called her for the walk.
Gray, unable to get the triple to go. Her layup is good. And you go back to the high expectations. Ball State has won 6 overall.
It's exactly what you're looking for if you're Coach Sally, and the only thing that's left is that MAC tournament recently.
What a job by Becky to let Ebony Walker fly by, puts it up for the basket.
An array of moves like the one we just saw.
And if you're Ball State, if you make the tournament, this is a team, Connor, that has played a lot of Power 4 teams. Scrum for the basketball. Who will come up with it? As Kingery has it for Ball State.
Game again, where they were able to hold their own, and not a Power 4 opponent, but South Dakota State is a team who's receiving.
State squad, Chance Gray, unable to connect. That one will be out on Kiefer. Ohio State with possession.
Down by 30 plus. They've consistently played their hearts out and are still fighting for every loose ball, just like it's.
1 minute remaining in regulation. Ohio State in no rush. They lead by 32. Goes cross, will do it. The shot clock has been turned off. 9-0.
What a start to the season for Ohio State. Last year they